like that, is that her mind is not as clear as the average person, the sober average person. Let's just put it like that. Okay, so let's get into this reading. I just jumped. Hi everyone, welcome back to No Light Time. My name is Holly. So grateful to have you all. Let's get right into this reading. I am excited to be doing this. If you want to become a member, you get many great perks. I have 2 sets of memberships. One of them is only about tarot. The other is many great perks. You can request videos that I make automatically unless they go against my guidelines, and so forth and so forth. So check that out. In fact, I think I might introduce comments because sometimes people, for the most part, I get great comments and I'm very grateful, but sometimes I get really negative comments and I don't really care. In fact, I've said this before, I used to write for a magazine and I used to get a lot of hate comments, and that taught me to have thick skin. But when I'm seeing through the comments and I want to just write to people that actually are genuine, it's a lot. So I'm thinking about, and let me know what you guys think, only having it for members that I reply. So only replying to members as being one of the perks. So just let me know what you think. I might move that way. I'll think about it just for my well-being. There's nothing worse than I'm trying to reach out to genuine people and having people that are fans of whomever I'm doing a reading on just be very hateful. And it is what it is, but I need to protect my energy. So let's get into this. I'm doing Beyoncé and Jay-Z. Seeing a lot of stories come out about them two, that apparently she's going to be divorcing him. I have always said I don't believe. Maybe the public story we'll get is that she's divorcing him, but I strongly believe he's the one that's going to leave her. I've predicted this for a very long time. I have said that I strongly believe that Beyoncé is on another, she's definitely, I strongly believe, this is just my opinion, my intuition, from what I've picked up from the cards, but she's not all mentally there. I think she is somewhat on the spectrum, which doesn't mean it's not a bad thing, but I also think that she is under some kind of substance control, just from the intuition that I pick up on. Him too, but definitely her. And if you want to, I have an example of that. A long time ago, I think it was 2013, Beyoncé and Jay-Z went to some kind of concert, basketball thing, not concert, excuse me. She was swaying back and forth, swaying back and forth, swaying back and forth. And it was just very weird to watch, and my heart goes out to people that have addiction issues and so forth and so forth. But there's a lot behind the scenes that we don't really know about Beyoncé and Jay-Z. In fact, I think that's why she doesn't really do interviews and stuff like that, is that her mind is not as clear as the average person, the sober average person. Let's just put it like that. Okay, so let's get into this reading. I just shuffled the cards and I got 8 of air, 10 of fire, and messenger of water. So, like I said, especially with 10 of fire, she's holding, there's many different papers around her on fire, and she's particularly holding one and looking at it. So my thing, I strongly believe the next year the separation is going to come. I strongly believe that they're coming up with some kind of story, especially him. He's coming up with some kind of story to tell the public. I think it's very publicity driven. I dated a publicist, so I'm very aware, and one of my family members is a publicist. I'm very aware of a lot of the story we get as the public is not the real story that celebrities tell us. A lot of it is contrived, and the reason it is so that obviously social media is breaking that down, because people have this yearning for the truth. We can tell when something's off, so we dig deeper. It is the age of Aquarius, which is the age of truth, being honest, being genuine. As a sun in Aquarius, I cannot be fake. I don't like fake friends. I don't like, I just, something of being around fake people. That's why I left LA. I cannot be around fakeness. it hurts my spirit. And that's the energy that we're going into. We're going into real and authenticity. And people can smell through when people are not being authentic. So with the World and 3 of Fire. So they're going to push out this story that she's going away. Mark my words. So she's on a vacation, on a trip alone. I did say I see her in Europe. Particularly Paris. I found out that her parents, after I did a reading, I found out that her parents, which is similar to me, her great-grandparents are French, which is probably why I see her in France. I think she might feel some kind of connection, So at the bottom of the deck with the Patience, she's going to take some time alone, lots of time alone. I think it might be a rehab facility that she goes to. I'm being genuinely honest. I see that. The cards are telling me that. It's very sad. Very, very sad. Because I strongly feel like, and I predicted this even before Jared Wright came out and said this. I used to do my videos on Instagram and then I started doing them on YouTube. But I predicted this before, and I know a lot of people that have worked with Beyonce. In fact, a lot of close people around me. Not a lot, actually, just a few. I was exaggerating. I've worked with Beyonce, and I can't go on record, obviously, because they've signed NDAs, but I've heard some pretty crazy things. I've heard some things about black magic. I've heard some things about the occult. I've heard some things about her and her family, particularly her mother, who has ties to Louisiana. Louisiana is big on voodoo, big on stuff like that. But using other forces to ignite her fame. And I think that comes with a price. It comes with the price of Prince and Michael Jackson. I don't think that they use dark forces like I believe she does. But if you think about them, they had surgery, both Prince and Michael Jackson. They had surgery, they went on prescription pills, and then they ended up passing on because of that situation. So I think her, I don't want to, YouTube gets weird with stuff like this. I think a lot of Beyonce's, what I believe to be substance issues stems from something like that, where she probably hurt her, I get a leg, some kind of leg, something. I did pick up health issues, but I don't really want to get into that because it's not really our business. But I think she had a leg, I get a leg issue. And because of that, she took prescriptions a long time ago, and it hasn't really gone away because she hasn't taken the time to heal. So I see her going away to heal. I don't know, it's 2024, end of 2024, because I think, and I saw this a long time ago, 2 years ago, I did a video, and I said I don't see her doing a tour of Renaissance, which was the album she released 2 years ago. But then she went on tour. But I think every time she goes on tour, her body can't handle it. She ends up taking prescription pills to kind of make up for it, She ends up being given a concoction, and it's very sad. That's the dark side of being famous. A lot of people are relying on you to produce. And if you can't produce, they'll pump you up so that you're producible, So with 6 of King of Water and Queen of Fire, I see here him acting oh yes, I'm going to be there for her. But people are going to see through. I did see another woman in the picture, the Empress of Fire. I see another woman, definitely, very strongly in the picture, who we're going to start to see him out with. It's not Tinashe. People have to ask me if it's Tinashe. It's not Tinashe. It's not Meg Thee Stallion. It's somebody unknown. And then people are going to start digging, and it's going to erupt big time because she's going to be away. So, and then she's going to push Jay-Z to leave Beyonce. and he's going to file for divorce. But the filing for divorce is going to come 2026, 2007. But the separation, I believe, has already started. So that's what I believe, and that's what I came to tell you. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment. I do love to hear what you say. Take care.